Alright, so we need to talk about this removal of all these vehicles in GTA Online. In case you're not aware or up to speed of what's going on, Rockstar announced in a newswire detailing experience improvements that they were going to be removing quote-unquote lesser used vehicles from in-game websites to streamline the browsing experience, and that those vehicles would be made available via events, showrooms, a Lucky Wheel, and other places. Conveniently, a day later, they announced an exclusive car showroom for GTA Plus members only, and it didn't take long for the community to put two and two together and say, they're gonna remove cars from the websites to be added in showrooms, and now they're adding an additional showroom to buy cars from that you can only use if you're a GTA Plus member. Now that sounds a bit sketch. So what they're doing is they're taking away vehicles from us that we used to be able to just buy on the websites with no FOMO, no alternate membership that you need, under the guise of it streamlining the browsing experience. But we all know that there's some ulterior motives here. And now fast forward to the day of the update, and they removed almost 200 vehicles from the in-game websites. It's 186 vehicles to be exact. But that is an enormous amount of vehicles that I don't think anyone expected to be the case. I don't think anyone was predicting anywhere near that amount of vehicles to be removed. I would be fine with them removing some vehicles that you can just find on the street here and there to keep. You know, those don't really need to be on the website at the end of the day. But no, they removed vehicles where the only place to get them was from the websites where they resided. Now, I'm not going to go over the whole list. I have a link to it in the description if you want to see all the cars, but it's a lot of them. And here's the kicker, right? We are already seeing the true motive take into effect. The Sterling GT was taken off the websites, and I would argue the Sterling GT isn't even a lesser used vehicle. Yeah, it's been in the game a while, but they just gave it an HSW upgrade not even a year ago in the Criminal Enterprises update. And it's pretty competitive too. Hell, even I like to use the Sterling GT in Sports Classic races over the Turismo Classic. Well, guess where that Sterling GT is? Ding, 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 the Vinewood Car Club. So if you want this vehicle, no, you can't buy it on the website. You gotta sign up for GTA Plus to come and buy it. So you basically have to pay for this vehicle twice. You have to buy GTA Plus to have access to purchase it, and then you have to pay in-game money to actually buy it. When just a week ago, you could have bought this vehicle off the website, no problem. And this isn't the only vehicle on the removed vehicle list that's here. There's also the RE7B. And you know, this hurts the PC and old-gen console players even more because they don't even have GTA Plus. They don't have the Vinewood Car Club. And they also don't have the feature to buy other players' cars from the car meet, which is another way that you could still get cars on next-gen. So they're just completely fucked in the ass by this one. Now, I'm just going to admit right now, yes, I do have GTA Plus, but at the same time, I can admit that this is a very scummy tactic, extremely anti-consumer. It's like when everyone was grabbing the tomatoes for free in that one SpongeBob episode, and then Mr. Krabs comes along and puts a price tag on them right in front of their very eyes. But in this case, it's with GTA Online vehicles. Like, oh, they were free just a second ago. Oh, now you gotta pay to get it. Also, how is this even considered a streamlined browsing experience because of the car removals? Like, you know what sucks? Scrolling through the websites and taking an hour to find the car that I'm looking for. But you know what sucks even more ass than that? The car just flat out not existing on the website anymore. How revolutionary. Well, goddamn, it's genius. You won't have to spend time scrolling through the cars if the car you want isn't there. And riddle me this for a second. If the cars were on the websites and they weren't being used or bought when they were readily available to everyone without any alternate membership required, in what fucking world would someone spend $6 to get GTA Plus to have access to buy a vehicle that allegedly no one was using in the first place when it was available? That just doesn't make any sense to me. But at the same time, it does make sense because now the vehicles will have some sort of artificially influenced FOMO on them. Oh, here's the Nebula Turbo this week for sale at Simeon's. Yeah, it's a shit car no one uses, but it's gonna go away for a while after this week, so you better buy it. Oh. I just cannot stand the FOMO shit, man. It's like they're trying to create their own version of the Fortnite item shop with in-game cars instead. And you know what? It's not like they're doing that. They are trying to do that. If your entire goal was to streamline the browsing experience, I can't think of a single company that would get rid of inventory on their website to do that. Just imagine you're in a company meeting. Oh, well, our website could use some work. Users are complaining the browsing experience is slow. Oh, yes, Bob, what's your idea? Oh, why don't we just sell less stuff on the website? Bob, you fucking moron. Why would you choose to sell less stuff? Less potential items for people to spend money on, as opposed to, I don't know, revamping the UI, adding in features to help filter out searches better. And they've done this before where they added in new categories on the websites. Why not just make like a search feature or something? Or why can't we sort by car class like sports or supercars? It's kind of baffling how that isn't an option, honestly. Or like Bruffy said in his video, let us sort the cars in alphabetical order or in reverse alphabetical order. Or maybe they do something entirely different, something lore-friendly. Like a lot of the vehicles are older that they're trying to get rid of off the websites. Well, it makes sense that those cars wouldn't be sold as new anymore because they're old. So why not sell them on a brand new website where it's targeted specifically for the older vehicles? Like call it Los Santos Legacy Motors or something, I don't know. Or another idea, and this one's a bit ambitious, but I'm going to say it anyways, have like a bleeder marketplace type thing where randomly each day there's a bunch of legacy cars for sale that have randomly generated upgrades and customization with a randomly generated price tag within a range of what the cars are worth normally. So sometimes you get a good deal on a car, and sometimes you get a bad deal and end up paying more than it's actually worth on a normal day. And this would be like a artificial used car market. You'd have a bunch of cars being sold by NPCs in the world. That way you could have people checking on this website each day to see what's on it. It's still FOMO in a way because the cars aren't going to be there each day, they're going to cycle out. But it's not directly forced FOMO because it would fit into the world organically. And you could do that on top of having the cars available at the different showrooms. I don't necessarily think people have an issue with the cars going away from the websites. I think people more have an issue with there's not enough ways to get the cars outside the websites at the moment. If we had a lot more features like the things I just talked about and they removed the cars, I don't think people would mind as much. Because there'd still be a good amount of ways to get the cars, but when you only have about, 15 total slots at the different various dealerships and stuff around the map, maybe more than that, I don't know, and you're removing 186 cars, the chances of a car that you want appearing is going to be very slim. But yeah, those are just a few ideas I came up with in the span of a couple hours. This removal of almost 200 cars, cold turkey, needs to be reverted. They definitely need to rethink the strategy. It was just way too fast. Doesn't make any sense, it's way out of left field, and not at all what the players want. I will leave a link to the Rockstar feedback page in the description, so anyone that wants to let them know how bad of an idea this is can do just that, and let's see if they eventually listen to that feedback. Thank you all for watching, and have a great day.